President, you may now be seated. Now I would like to give the floor to the civil party lead co-lawyers to continue putting questions to the civil party. You may now proceed. Thank you, Mr. President. I would like to raise the document E3/8555, which I have raised earlier, that Phung Im was smashed on 8 December 1978. So, Madam Civil Party, I have some additional questions to put to you. Besides your sisters, do you lose any other relatives during the Democratic Cambodia regime? Answer: I lost my sister Phung Im. But now I ask my question again. Did you lose any other relatives? Answer: yes, I lost a few of my brothers. Phung Pon, Phung Pain. My brothers joined the army at Svai Tiep, and I lost contact with him. For my brother Phung Vain, he was in the economic section and he rode motorbike. After 1975 and 76, he rode motorbike to visit us at our home for a few times. And he told my parents that they should not write any letters to him because he would be transferred to Phnom Penh. And since that time on, we lost contact with him. Question: what about your brother Phung Pain? Where was he at that time? Answer: he was called to Svai Tiep. He joined the army at Svai Tiep. And both brothers of mine who joined the army disappeared since then. President, I would like to seek your admission to display a document to this witness. Document E22/33 97B with EON number 00594301. I would like to seek your permission to show the photo of this document to the civil party. And I also would like to seek your permission for the projection of this photo on the screen. President, yes, you may proceed.
បាទសូមអនុញ្ញាតបញ្ចាំងលើទូរ
But I also would like to have the photo shown on the screen. Madam Civil Party, do you recognize this photo? And if so, what is the name of the person in the photo? Answer. It's Phuong Phon, my brother. He's my brother. His name is Phuong Phon. Question. What was his rank among your siblings? Answer. He was my elder brother. President. Madam Civil Party, please wait until the microphone tips turn red. Civil Party, he's my fourth brother. Oh no, he's my fifth brother. I am the youngest, so he's my elder brother. No, he's my fourth brother. But Mr. President, in document E3/10/50/56 EON in Khmer language 01019396. Again, Khmer EON 01019316 at point 57. There is a person named Phuong Phon alias Pai. His rank was the deputy of the battalion. He was smashed on the 5th of March 1977. Madam Civil Party, do you have any brothers whose photo you saw at Tuls Line? Answer. I saw my brothers' photo Wen, Pon and Pais and Im, so 4 of them. Question. Now I would like to ask the general question that cover all of them. You mentioned that you saw their photos at Tuls Line. Was there any impacts on your feeling as a result of the loss of your brothers and sister? Answer. I was terribly sad. He was probably arrested and tied. That's why in the photo it appeared that they were tied up. They made a living by climbing the sugar palm trees to feed us, while I was still quite young at that time. They worked very hard to feed us. Question. Nowadays, do you still think of them or miss them? Answer. Yes, I miss them. I think that if all of them were still alive, it would be very great for us for reunion during the Pchumban ceremony. But every time during Pchumban ceremony, we feel very lonely because we don't have any relatives coming for the reunion during the festivals. different from other house who have relative coming to join the festival. Question: so far, have you ever conducted any ritual to give blessing to them? Answer: yes, I went to pagoda during New Year, during Buddhist holy day. I took food to be conveyed through the monk to the souls of my siblings. Question. Now my question is directed to you. During the decay regime from 1975 to 6 January 1979, have you personally received any harm or suffering? Answer: during the regime, I suffered a lot because I was assigned to carry earth, 1 cubic meter of earth for the whole morning. I got up to work at 4 o'clock until 11 o'clock, and then ate porridge, and then started to work again in the afternoon from 1 o'clock. I had to carry 1 cubic meter of earth again for the afternoon session. And if I could not fulfill the assignment, I would be beaten. And they accused me, why were I lazy? I told them that because I was too tired, I was exhausted, and during the regime, I was ill, I was exhausted and thin. I thought that if my siblings were close to me, they would have helped me with the assignment. I was very tired and sick because I ate only the watery porridge. I had no energy to work. Question: I have 2 more additional questions to ask you. I would like to seek permission from the President, and then I would like to seek the permission from the President to give the floor to my colleagues. Could you tell us something about the marriage during the regime? If you knew, please tell us. Answer: there was a sister who is still alive now. At that time, she was arranged to marry at Pretateng, but she refused, and she ran across the rice field, and there was 2 men chased her from behind. And when the 2 men arrived at the village, they asked the villagers for her, but the villagers said no, they did not find her, so she survived, and she's still alive until nowadays. Question: I have 1 last question to put to you. In your document, you said that you had a friend who was an ethnic Cham. So could you tell us about the name of your friend and what happened to Cham people in your village? Answer: her name was Kah, and she slept close to me. At night time, she was called out. And the next day, they gave me the scarf of Comrade Cass, and I did not accept it. But they threatened me that I had to accept it, otherwise I would be in trouble. It was the scarf from Comrade Cass, who was an ethnic Cham, who was taken out at night time. I did not know whether she was killed or something else. Question: could you tell us when did it happen? I mean the year. Could you tell us about the year and the village where the incident happened? Answer. It happened in Koswai village. She was called out at night time while she was sleeping in the same house with me, and later on her scarf was given to me. I had no ideas of what happened to her. But Mr. President, I had no more questions. Now I would like to have my floor transferred to President. Now the floor is given to the representatives from the co-prosecution to put question to the civil party, and you have 15 minutes. Thank you, Mr. President. My name is Seng Liang, the National Deputy Co-Prosecutor. Today I have a number of questions to put to the civil party for her to clarify to the chamber. This morning at about 10:27, you mentioned that the person by the name Red told you about the information of your sister who lived in Phnom Penh. Could you tell us about the person by the name Red and how did you come to know that person? Answer. I know that person because that person came from the same village with mine. My mother missed my brother and sister, and when she saw that person came back, so she asked that person, and that person said, my sister Im lived with her in Phnom Penh, and she was married in 1975-76, and she worked in the sewing unit. And that person said she worked with her. So that person by the name Red came back in 1979 to the village, and that was what she told my mother. Question. Can you tell us whether Red told you what work that person did when the person was in Phnom Penh? Answer. The person did not tell me. The person told my mother just only the account of my sister, nothing else. Question. Related to the account told by Red about the marriage of your sister, did the person tell about the name of your sister's husband and what was his job at that time? Answer. The person told that my sister's husband was a cadre in Phnom Penh who was in the electricity mechanics. And my sister was in the sewing unit, and then she disappeared since that time, and we received no news. Question. Did the person tell you about the name of your sister's husband? Answer. The person did not tell about the name. Question. Did the person tell you about the reason behind the arrest of your sister? Deputy Co-Prosecutor, you mentioned that your sister had 2 daughters. So where are the 2 daughters now? Answer: I don't know. I only heard from Red that my sister had 2 daughters. And that was the account told by Red to me, that my sister had 2 daughters. They disappeared and we have received no news from them. Question. Now my question directed to your brother, Phuong Phon. Did you know what he worked in during the DK regime? Answer: I did not know what he worked. I only knew that the 2 of them were recruited into the army and they disappeared since that time. We have received no news about them. We only knew that they were sent to join the military at Svai Tiep and then they disappeared. Question: what about Phuong Ven and Phuong Phon? What did they do during the DK regime? Answer: they were soldiers during the Pol Pot regime. They went to Svai Tiep and they disappeared. They disappeared at Svai Tiep. We have never seen them again. Only Wayne, brother Wayne, came to visit us by motorbike. He came to visit us by motorbike a few times in 1975-76. He told my mother not to write any more letters to him because he would be sent to work in Phnom Penh. And since that time on, he disappeared. Co-prosecutor, since my time is limited, so could you please answer shortly and clearly? Now I move to another question. Among your siblings who were arrested to S21, can you tell us which one among them who was arrested first, if you know? Answer: I don't know. I only knew that brother Wayne was sent to work in Phnom Penh, and that's it. Mr. President, Co-Prosecutor, Mr. President, for the benefit of the transcript, I would like to read a number of documents related to civil party sister Phuong Im and brother Phuong Phon. The first document is E3/10/604 in the 2 of the OCIJ office dated 31 March 2016. At point 13/9/03, which write that Phuong Im alias Kun was a military from the Public Work and Transportation who was arrested in 1978. And another document, E3/85/55. The document was already read by the civil party lead co-lawyers, but I would like to note that in the document that there was a word written in the document that mentioned removed. And in the third document, E3/342, in the number 1 is the prisoner list of S21. It's from the OCIJ office. Its ER number is 00329929. The name of the person was at number 7656. It arrived that Phung Im alias Kun was the military from the public work and transportation and was brought into the prison in December 1978 and was killed on the 11th of December 1978. I would like to ask you whether you are familiar or aware of these documents. Answer. The documents were presented to me at my home once. And the documents were presented to the village chief to receive the thumbprints from them, and they were sent to me. Question. Now I have another document related to another brother of yours, that is Phung Phon. It's document E3/10/604 in Index 2 of the prisoner list of S21 from the OCIJ office at ER number 00122434. His number is 2623. It writes that Phung Phon 824, male, alias Pai, with the position as the deputy commander of the battalion from division 450, entered the prison in March 1977. Another document E3/10506. It was read by the lead co-lawyer for civil party already. Another document E3/9845 ERN in Khmer. There's no French and English. It's 001010228. The number of his photo is 99 at the bottom of the page. It's written that Phung Phon alias Pai, 824, male, position deputy commander of the battalion from division 450, entered S21 on 5 March 1977. The fourth document E3/2286 ERN in Khmer 000911258. The document existed only in Khmer language. The document has the title, the names of the people to be smashed in July 1977. On the list, number 2, it writes that Phung Phon alias Pai from division 450 with position deputy commanders of battalion 434. The fifth document E3/42 Index 1 is a prisoner list from S21 from the OCIJ office with your number 003299929. At number 7666, it writes that Phuong Phon Elias Pai, Deputy Commander of Battalion 434, entered the prison on the 5th of March 1977 and was massed on 6 July 1977. Do you know about these documents?
I was given a set of documents at my house. I was asked to print them, and then they took them away. Also, the village and commune chiefs printed on those documents. President, co-prosecutor, your time runs out. Deputy co-prosecutor, thank you, Mr. President. With your permission, I only have one more question. President, go ahead. Question, Madam Civil Party, and move on to another topic. You told the lead co-lawyer that your elder sister refused to marry and she fled away. Then 2 soldiers came to search for her in the village. Can you tell the chamber why she had to flee? And why she didn't dare to refuse while she was there? And she didn't dare to refuse while she was there because she was afraid that she would be taken away and killed. And for that reason, she fled to her village, as she didn't like the man that was arranged to marry her. Co-prosecutor, thank you. Civil Party and Mr. President, I am done. President, thank you, and the chamber gives the floor to the defense team for Nuon Chea, and you have 15 minutes if you wish to do so. Defense Counsel. My name is Liu Sawana. I'm one of the counsel for Nuon Chea Defense, for Nuon Chea's Defense, and good afternoon, Your Honors. Good afternoon, Madam Civil Party. You have just testified that your elder brother Phuong Wen and Phuong Phon, as well as Phuong Pen, became soldiers. However, in document D22/3397A, which is a one-page document, at number 4, you stated that Phuong Pen, with the attached photo, that before 1975 he was a generator repairman, and on the 17th April 1975 the Khmer Rouge assigned my other brothers to work as a general repairman in his village, and later on the Khmer Rouge took and executed him at Tu Slai, since I saw his photo there. Can you tell the chamber the discrepancies in your testimony, as here you testified that he was a soldier, while in the document you said that he was a generator repairman? And I heard that he was assigned to fix generators, and I also heard that he was later on recruited as a soldier. Question, and since when you learned that he was a soldier? And I heard other people talking about it, and my other brother Wayne also says that he was recruited as a soldier. That's what my brother Phuong Wayne told me. Question, regarding your brother Phuong Wayne, who told you about that, can you recall in which year he told you? And so he told me in around 1975 or 76 when he rode a motorbike to visit our house in our village. He worked in an economic section at the time, and when he visited us, he told my mother, and my mother told me about that. And he also said that if he disappeared, then my mother should not write letters to him anymore, because I would be assigned to attend study sessions in Phnom Penh. And after that, he disappeared, and I did not know where he went. I did not know whether he's alive or dead. Question. You said that your elder brother told you in 75 or 76. However, the document that I read, that you made that statement on the 6th of April 2010, which is not many years ago. Can you tell the court the difference why you made that statement and now you made another statement which is not consistent? Why you now testifying that he was a soldier, while in 2010 you claimed that he was a repairman for generator in his native village. And in fact, you just said that you heard him becoming a soldier since 1975 or 76. And people in the village said that he was assigned to work as a repairman for generators. However, my brother said that he became a soldier in Svai Tiep. That's what my other brother told me, and I did not know his real occupation. That's all what I heard from my brother. Question. If there is a case, how come in 2010 you still stated that he was a generator repairman in his native village? Answer. Maybe I made a mistake. I did not say that it was at his native village. I said that he was a generator repairman somewhere. Maybe it's my mistake since it happened quite a long time ago. President, lead co-lawyer, you have the floor. Thank you, Mr. President. The Seoul party testifies that before he came to Phnom Penh, he worked as a generator repairman, and later on he became a soldier. So based on this timeline, her statement is consistent and it is not contradictory as claimed by the defense. Defense counsel, allow me to read it again. The document is D22/3397A at point number 4. The civil party says that my other brother, Phung Pen, with a photo attached, as in before 1975, he was a generator repairman, and on 17 April 1975, the Khmer Rouge assigned my other brother to work as a generator repairman in his native village. Later on, the Khmer Rouge took him and executed him at Tul Slai. So there are discrepancies in the statements made by civil party. And in this document, it does not mention that in 1975 or 76 he became a soldier. This is for the record, and allow me to move to another point. And Madam Civil Party, you claimed that you saw a photo of each of your 4 brothers at Tul Slai prison or S21. President, lead co-lawyer, you have the floor. Mr. President, in point number 3 of that document, rather is at point number 4, as Liu Savanna has said, it does not mean that her statement is inconsistent. She says that before 1975 He was a general repairman, and on 17 April 1975, the Khmer Rouge assigned my other brother to be a repairman of a generator in his native village. Later on, he was executed by the Khmer Rouge. This does not mean that the timeline is continuous from being a generator repairman to being executed. And she filled in the gaps that later on he was assigned to work in Phnom Penh as a generator repairman. So in order to be precise, the Defense Counsel should ask for specific time period. Defense Counsel, I don't think that it is now it's time for our interpretation of the statement. However, I just read out her words from the statement. Question, Madam Sivapati, you made mentions that you saw photos of your other brothers at S21. Can you tell the chamber whether each photo accompanied by their names? Answer, I could not read it clearly. However, I could recognize my brothers very clearly. Of course, I knew them well. Question, how do you recognize your brothers? Were there any physical particulars that led you to recognize them? Answer, I recognize their facial expressions. My other brother Van was rather bald as Pain. He had thin lips, and Pon had a whiter complexion than the rest. That's how I recognize my blood siblings. Question, regarding the S21 photos that you saw and their physical appearance as you recognize, do they match? And there was no major changes. The only thing in the photo is that they appear thinner and paler. Question, you have stated that your other sister fled the village as she didn't want to get married. My question to you is the following: did she return to her cooperative later on? Answer, no, she did not. She remained living in the village, cooking food for the villagers there, and the villagers there tried to hide her, and for that reason she survived. Question, based on your observation, in your village, did you ever witness any other marriages? No, I did not. If the marriage ceremony took place far from where I worked and lived, and I did not see them, and I was not allowed to attend those marriage ceremonies. answer. Since I do not have any more time left, I conclude my questioning now. President, thank you. The floor is now given to the defense team for Keo Sampon. If you have any question to put to this civil party. Kong Sampon. Thank you, Mr. President. Madam Civil Party, I have some questions to put to you in relation to your elder sister who fled to the village. Since when did you talk to your elder sister regarding that event, that is the arranged marriage? Answer. She spoke about it in 1977 when she fled to the village. 2 soldiers came to look for her. However, the villagers lied to them and said that she was not there. So the soldiers left. And the villagers allowed my other sister to remain in the village, to work in the kitchen and to cook food. And she survived. Question. So you spoke, did you speak to her in person in 1977? Answer. Yes, I did. She came to cook in the kitchen in a village, and I was in the 2nd mobile unit. When I asked for permissions to visit home, I went to the kitchens to ask for food to eat. I met her and she spoke about that, and that's how I knew about the event. Question. So your other sister spoke about the marriage. Besides you, did she tell anyone else? Answer. She spoke to the village chief, and the village chief tried to conceal her as well. And I do not recall if she told anyone else, since she was afraid that she would be taken away and killed. So the information was not told to anyone else besides the village chief. Question. What is the name of the village chief? Answer. His name was Taheng. Question. And how long did he work as a village chief, and from what year to what year? Answer. He worked since 1977 and continued until 1979. Question. What about your other siblings and your parents? Were they aware of that event, that your other sister didn't agree to marriage and fled away? Answer. Yes, they did. My other sister told them. And then my other siblings told her to not saying anything else to anyone, otherwise he would be arrested and killed. Question. What about your other sister's close friends or your close friends? Did they know about that? Answer. She did not dare to tell any of her friends. She only told the village chief to seek his permission to remain living in the village. Question. I'd like to ask you about her friends living in that same village. Did she tell any of her friends about that? Answer. No, she did not dare. she only told my mother, and my mother spoke to the village chief, and the village chief agreed to hide her in the village, and she did not tell anyone else. Question. And do you know the reason why the village chief agreed to hide her? Answer. The village chief knew that my siblings were soldiers. For example, he knew that Wayne came to visit our village, and for that reason he agreed to hide my elder sister. Question. Did you know any of your siblings or your close relatives who got married under the decay regime? Answer. My other brother, Pen, got married during the regime. However, my parents arranged that marriage for Pen, but his wife later on passed away. Questioned. And when did that happen? Answer. It was in 1971 or 72. Later on, they got a child and moved to live in Swai Tiep. Question. Madam, here I focus on the period between 75 to 79. Did you have any other relatives or siblings or close friends who got married during this particular period of time? Answer. For between 75 to 79, no, there was none. I only knew that Phung Im was arranged to marry in Phnom Penh. That was the only event that I knew of. Councillor, thank you, Madam Civil Party, and thank you, Mr. President. I conclude my questions now. President, thank you. And Madam Phung-Yat, toward the end of your testimony, do you wish to make a statement of harms and suffering, or do you wish to put the questions to the accused through me, the President of the Chamber? If you wish to do so, it is now the time. Civil Party. I'd like to ask them that after they won the war against the Lonal regime in 1975 or 76, why my other siblings were taken away and killed. That's the only thing that I like to ask about them. They joined in the movement to liberate the country, and after the liberation they were taken away and killed. They liberated the country for them, and how come they were taken and killed? I really feel great pity for my siblings. That's all what I want to ask. President, thank you, Madam Civil Party. The Chamber wishes to inform you that on the 8th of January 2015 hearing, in response to the question of the Chamber, the co-accused reaffirms their position to exercise their rights to remain silent. Also, during that hearing, the Chamber noticed that the co-accused maintains their position to remain silent unless and until such time the Chamber is informed otherwise by the co-accused or their counsels. The Chamber also on that day instructed the co-accused and or their counsels to inform the Chamber in a timely and effective manner should the accused resolve to waive the rights to remain silent and be willing to respond to questions by the bench or relevant parties at any stage of the proceedings. On the 1st of August 2016, the defense teams for Nuon Chea and Khieu Samphan informed the chamber that the two accused reaffirms their rights to remain silent. That is document E421/1.1 and 421/1.2. And Madam Phung, yes, the chamber is grateful of your statements of harms and suffering that you allege were inflicted upon you during the Democratic Cambodia regime in relation to security, S21 Security Center. It is now concluded. You may be excused, and Madam Chai Malidan, the chamber is grateful of your assistance as well. You may also be excused. Yes, lead caller, yeah, you have the floor.
Merci, Monsieur le
Thank you, Mr. President. A comment regarding the annex that we have proposed, submitted to the chamber, proposing the timeline. We proposed that we take the break now at 2:30 in order to begin again at 2:45, so that we can have the video conference from Paris at that time, so that we can hold the video conference in a continuous manner. This was the way in which we had envisioned the timeline for today's hearing, to have the break a little bit earlier, so that we can have a continuous questioning of the civil party via video conference in the second part of the afternoon.
Well, it's now convenient for a short break. And yes, your request is granted. The chamber will take a break now and reconvened at a 2:45. The court is now in recess.